Mr. John Charles, Little John, as everyone in the family knows him as. It's JC's son. So we have that series going on with training our new guys. JC has his daughter Liz, and David's got his daughter. They've already put out 2 videos. We're falling a little behind, but we're saving the best for last. Little John shot a couple times, but doesn't have a whole lot of training in it. So we're gonna make him the best out of all 3 of them, or all 2, and we're gonna do a little competition at the end. Little John's gonna be the one to be victorious because I don't like to lose. So we're gonna train hard, get him on paper, get him where we need to be. You ready? All right.
Yep.
So real quick, what are the firearm safety rules?
What are they?
Alright, so number 1 is treat all firearms as they're loaded. One thing with me is I'm real big on gun safety, right? So every firearm, doesn't matter where it is, where it's at, in a safe, in your holster, in a glove box, I don't know, wherever. You treat it like it's always loaded. If you treat it like it's always loaded, that'll keep bad things from happening. Negligent discharges, because there's no such thing as an accidental discharge. So with that being said, you follow rule number 1, you forget the other 3, that'll keep you from getting in some trouble. But going on to the next one, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Your third one, you're going to be aware of all your surroundings, right? Be aware of your target, what's beyond it. Just because you're shooting at something right here, I know you come from a hunting background, your dad loves to hunt, so that's one thing you got to be careful with, right? If you're going to shoot a deer, you got to make sure what's behind it. You don't want to shoot another deer behind it and you only got one tag and then you're screwed, right? Or say there's a house or something back there and you're shooting, you got to be aware of it. All that kind of stuff. I know you're not in the law enforcement side, you are a volunteer firefighter, correct? So shout out to all our volunteer firefighters out there. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for what y'all do. Do y'all get paid for it?
Nope.
No, right? It's just out of the kindness of your heart that y'all like to go out there and, you know, assist the other fire departments, and then the PD, we just stand by while y'all put out those big old fires. So thank you guys. Thank you all you firefighters, volunteer firefighters. I appreciate all the hard work you do. You're a great young man, and you got great parents that have raised you to be an outstanding citizen. And let's get back to the rules. The 4th rule, let me be sure of what it is. I want to make sure I say it the right way. So, like we said, treat all firearms as they're loaded. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire, and point the gun in a safe direction. Know your target and what's beyond it. You got it? All right. I'm going to test you on it later, so make sure you know them. All right. So first thing we're going to go over. So we got JC's awesome, beautiful Canik TTI Combat. All you got to do is point this gun and it'll hit paper, man. So we're going to go over grip, right? So with your grip, you want to go high and tight, right? As high as you can, get it up here. You want to make sure, you right-handed or you wrong-handed?
Right-handed.
Awesome. All right.
Would you say wrong-handed?
Yeah, so I call your dad wrong-handed because he's a lefty. So you're going to grab it real high like that, as high as you can get it. You want the Y of your hand to go as high as you can. It's pretty good. The Y of your hand to go as high as you can. And then your left hand, you're going to mirror it right on this side, right? So that's your first thing. Remember, always keep your finger off the trigger. That's what they got, this nice little part right here. Keep your finger there. A lot of people freak out with their hands that haven't shot before. They're scared they're going to get caught on this. I promise you, you're not going to. Go ahead and keep your hands up here. The higher you have, the more control you're going to have of the gun with the recoil and everything going on. So we're going to put a couple rounds downrange. You got your sights. I mean, I know you've shot in 22s, BB guns, stuff like that. Some pistols, so I know you know the basics of your sights, but you're looking through, again, the sight picture. You want to focus more on your front post and put it where you want it. Today we're shooting a silhouette. We're going to go center mass, just a couple rounds. Alright, so let's see your grip, see how you're doing on it. There you go, nice and high. Try to bring this hand up a little more. This thumb needs to come up.
Up?
Point it up, yeah, there you go. And then right there, just like that. Another thing I like to do, we'll have you try it, see if you like it. If you don't, one of the things I like to do to control my recoil is right here in the front. I put this finger on there, and so it pulls the gun back into me, so it helps with the recoil. You don't have to do it, but if your shooting isn't too great, we'll try that out. We'll try a different thing, but that's what we'll do. So we got the mag here. Remember, treat all firearms like they're loaded. We're not gonna laser anybody. We're not gonna put the muzzle on anybody like that. We got the camera woman here, Mrs. Charles. And then you got me. We got a nice beautiful berm, so we're not worried about what's beyond it, but we don't want to point the gun up to the sky because you know what goes up has to come down. We got our target there, nothing on it. We'll move up to about 7 yards just to see where we're at, and then we'll scoot back from there, okay? All right, well, let's move up. Put my ears on, eyes and ears, always important. Remember, your ears are your ears. Once you lose your hearing, you lose them. Always wear your ear protection. Eye protection, you only got 2 of them. We don't have the science yet to give you a new eyeball if something happens, so make sure you're ready on that, proper PPE. I'm going to give you the mag. We'll load it in. That's going to be your slide drop right there, your slide release. Alright, so awesome with this Canik is right here in the back, it tells you see that little red pin? It tells you that there's a round inside, so you know it's hot. Also right here on top there's a little bevel that pops up and lets you know that it's hot. You got a nice commentator in the front, so we'll go ahead. So when you're out there, you want to punch out, make sure you stagger your stance a little bit. I like to put my right foot back more to my left. Your dad does like a really wide one like that. I don't really like that one too much, but it's whatever works best for you. So you'll punch out, get your sight picture, and so you're gonna pull the trigger back nice and easy till you feel the wall. Once you feel the wall, you just give it straight back and it'll go off. So we'll do just 1 round for right now, and then we'll talk about it. So go ahead, on you. Alright, fingers off the trigger, all that good stuff. Okay, how'd you feel with that?
Good.
Felt good, pretty confident. We got inside the second circle, so that's good. We're a little high on the left. That might just be because it's your first time being on video, being with the lead slingers. I know it's always fun being with us because we're the energetic guys, but we'll put another 2, see how it goes. Remember, center mass, squeeze the trigger. So when you fire the first round, make sure you fire it, slowly let it go until you feel that wall. Don't let it open all the way up. You'll feel it click. Once you feel that click, stop there and then slowly pull it for that second round. Alright, on you. Alright, so with it coming low and left like that, a lot of times it's anticipation. You're anticipating the shot. So because our body isn't used to explosions, and you know, basically you have a bomb in your hand, right? It's exploding, the gas is combusting, it's throwing that round down range. So what happens to us, and it happened to me all the time, still does sometimes, is when you get that first round it goes, and then when you get that second one, you don't want that recoil, so you kind of jerk it a little bit. That could be what it is, because we got 2 rounds low left compared to your first round that was right there. So one of the things we can do is we can put some dummy rounds in there later and see if we got that going on. Remember, you want a slow, smooth trigger pull. You want to be able to put a nickel on top and balance it without it falling. So let's put another 2 and see how that goes. Alright, it's getting better. We just need to tighten up the group a little bit, but now we're moving more center. So we'll pop off some more rounds. We'll do another 2 center mass. Take your time, deep breath. It's alright. On you. Alright, that was pretty good. We got that one flyer down in the bottom. Again, that's probably going to be the anticipation. Let me see the gun real quick. So we'll go ahead and take the mag out. We'll shoot that 1 round. I'm not sure if the Canik does it. It should. We'll fire that 1 round, and then we're going to try something. So go ahead, on you. Alright. Rack it real quick to make sure it resets. Alright. Now I want you to do the same thing. Fire it. Do a dry fire. Alright, did you see that? Just that little muzzle drop like that. So that's the anticipation. you're waiting for that explosion to happen. Even though you know there's not a round in there, your brain thinks there is. So it causes you to drop it, and that's how we're getting those rounds on the bottom left. So a good practice to do, you gotta make sure it's safe, make sure the gun's safe, no ammo, no nothing around. If you can do it at a range, perfect. Is do some dry fire drills, and that's what I would do over and over and over. Do a bunch of dry fire drills so that way you can train yourself, get that muscle memory. Rack it one more time. All right, let's try it again. Better. So that one didn't, you saw how it didn't drop? All right, let's put a round in there. Go ahead and load it. Rack it, let's do it. All right, same thing. Put your right thumb up, just like that. Beautiful. All right, on you, center mass. All right, let's do another one. Perfect. We're there. That's money, center mass, just like we wanted. Think you can do it again?
Probably.
Let's do it. Take your time, relax. It's all right. Better, better. All right, let me see how many more rounds we got. Drop the mag. All right, we got another 5 rounds. All right, let's finish these off. On this one, I want you to shoot. Remember, fill that wall, and then shoot, and then fill the wall and shoot that third one, okay? On you. Alright, gun's dry. Go ahead and drop the mag. Okay, gun's clear, everything's good. Let me take the gun from you, we're going to put it up, and then we'll go down range and look at our target. Alright, Mr. Little John. So again, we're at about 7 yards. Got a nice little group right here, right? So we started off over here. We pulled this one, that was a major anticipation, but as we worked on it, did a couple dry fire drills, we got a nice group here, so that's always a good thing. So all it takes is some practice. I know you're new to it, but we're going to get you where you need to be so that way you're confident, where you can take shots at 30, 40 yards with your iron sights, and you're ready to go. With that being said, this is going to be our first episode. We got a couple more to go, but I think we did good. How do you feel?
Feel good.
All right. And just real quick before we end it, what are our gun safety rules?
Keep your finger off the trigger.
Treat all firearms
like they're loaded.
Okay.
Know what's beyond your target.
Yep.
I can't remember the last one.
Yeah, the last one's always trouble. So we got keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Be aware of your target and what's beyond it. Treat all firearms as if they're loaded. And then I just had a brain fart and forgot what the fourth one is. So we'll go over it. Treat all firearms as they're loaded. Keep your finger off the trigger. Point the gun in a safe direction and know your target and what's beyond it. Alright. So with that being said, guys, Homer with Lead Slingers. We got little John Charles here. We're gonna go ahead and sign out. Remember, guys, lock, load, carry, train, work on your fundamentals. That's what we're doing here with these guys because we're trying to get this younger generation into firearms. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share the video. We appreciate it. We love y'all. Like JC says, lock, load, carry. Lead Slingers out.